Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So this is the meeting of the East Town Search Committee, September 17th. This meeting will be video recorded and broadcast over local access channel 8 and the town website at www.eastham-and.go. And we're in a small meeting room in town hall. So we have two guests with us today. We have Suzanne Bryan from the Select Board, and we have Julie Littman, who hopefully by next meeting will be an official member of our committee.
Yay.
Very happy to have her here. So because Suzanne is here and can't stay for the full meeting, I'm gonna switch up the agenda and talk about when Aimee Eckman was here last meeting. She made the proposal that we pair up one member of the select board with one member of the search committee as a way of using communications there. And we said we were willing to try it, and we've had some temporary or these provisional ways that we divide that up. And so I want to continue that discussion. And we now have a very happy wrinkle. That is, we now have 6, but we'll have 6 search committee members with 5 select board. If you can look in the handout, probably like 4 pages from the back, like this. Small print. I took a look at what it would look like, or a way, because you can shuffle these into one way, so it's just a way of looking at it. So the top line is how the select board divvies up the various committees amongst themselves. And then the first line below is how we were originally going to divvy up in the 1-to-1. The ones in red just indicate that those are new committees for various search committee members. I then took a stab at saying, okay, so now if we divvy and we had 6 members, how might that look? And there were just, I'd have 2 options for the new member. And as you can see, we don't quite get the 1-to-1. I have to be a mathematician to know that 6 and 5 is not 1-to-1. But it does kind of, it's a hybrid. It really makes an attempt to minimize the number of search committee members that each select board member has. And I think actually Aimee still has 1 person, and the others have mostly 1, but a little bit of 2. And then the last is when we're able to fill our 7th position, what that would look like. And that almost gets back to where we are with a little bit. So I'm glad Suzanne is here. I'm not expecting you to speak for the whole select board, but at least the first impression. So, we can either, leave things as they are, and we'll just continue to reshuffle as we get new members. We can do something like number 6, where we at least try as much as possible to concentrate so that the select board members are dealing with 1 or no more than 2 people. Or we can do something else. So, yeah. Okay.
First of all, I want it to be on the record, to say publicly, thank you to Sue. This is, I think this is thinking outside the box and really, really good. So, I'll make a motion and then we can talk about it. I'll make a motion that we accept Sue's proposed number 6, and that we leave it with Sue and with our newest member to work out between the 2 of them, Sue A or B, and new member A or B to the right-hand column. So I'll just make that motion.
I second the motion.
Discussion. People want to talk.
I have a question. I have a question for number 6 proposal. The new member would get capital projects, which is, as a new member, perhaps a little bit over the top, no?
See, as a new member, I had no clue. Okay, capital projects.
I don't think any of us know.
Well,
But it is a big committee, and it's run by Jackie. And as you're throwing someone that's never done anything with the search committee into that position, that's my question.
I can speak to it a little bit because I think I had capital projects or I was involved in it somehow.
Mhm.
My brain is fried right now, still from being off Cape for 5 days. The way that I see it is most of the people on capital projects are appointed by Rich and by Jackie.
Mhm.
So that means that whoever is on the search committee has exposure to Rich, Jackie, and if there is a seat available, there will be suggestions made by those two people. It's almost like working with the moderator, so it's not the formal things that may happen other than if it is a select board appointment. Is that who has
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, there's an easy fix to it because it's a Jerry committee
Yeah,
and I just moved capital projects from you. But I can certainly just
Yeah.
leave capital projects with you and put cultural council there and Jerry would still be intact.
according to what Kate just said, I don't think anybody in the search committee is going to have to do much. I think it's going to come from Rich and from Jackie. So that committee is going to come, but it is an important committee. So if
So-
they did turn to us, we really need like a team effort, if nothing else.
So I think I agree with that we shouldn't have a new member on
Yeah.
it, but somebody who's more seasoned, just in case.
Yeah,
So we flip cultural council and, do cultural.
yeah,
council
that,
And then leave capital here. And I actually misspoke, with 6, we actually do preserve the, each select board person dealing with one mostly. It's when you get into the 7 that, we can really only preserve it for one or maybe 2 members.
and I'll just say again that one of the things that I most love about being on this committee, besides all of you guys, got the best committee in town, is
I don't know
working with
that.
working with a number of people, it's and Jerry is a pleasure. All of the select board really is a pleasure to work with. And I just think it's really amazing how you just managed to put this together, Sue. Really imagine.
A lot of hard work, Sue. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you
yeah,
so
really
much.
is.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Suzanne? Oh, you don't have the.
Oh, I do
you
have
do.
it.
Okay.
I certainly appreciate this. I have talked to mostly Kate about it and understand that the search committee members have relationships with the chairs of the boards that they've been working with, and that those relationships have been really important in finding people and possibly that it's easier on that end. I will say on my end, I have gotten very quickly and easily overwhelmed by keeping track of who is going to contact me for what committee.
Yeah,
And in that, it is harder to like get a hold of me and get action out of me if it's more than 1 or 2 people that I have to contact. I am not on your committee, and I don't know how much work the chair is, but not to throw an entire wrench in it, but the chair could just have no committee things. I don't know if you guys like that or not, because you might really enjoy the process and working with the select board and the chairs to find people. But as maybe the chair just wants to do chair things. I don't know how much you do.
Yeah, no, the chair doesn't want to just do chair.
And I can speak as the past chair. I came on here to do my thing.
Of love,
Right, me too. And as the former chair, if I were put in the chairpersonship or getting to recruit, I would recruit any day of the week.
Okay.
It's what I do.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think that changes our role.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And
thank
the
you for
chairperson is
considering
well
that.
supported by the rest of the committee.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, this committee is very good about jumping in if somebody has something
Okay.
else going on.
Yeah.
and the people that don't want to be chair recuse themselves, and we understand that, and people are stepping
The
up.
new
and-
person winds up as chair.
Yeah, exactly. So get ready, Julie.
I think I've only been here 10 minutes.
So we'll give you 10 more weeks.
Thanks for that input.
And you know, I really appreciate the fact that you guys on the select board work really hard, and having us trying to contact you every which way by text, phone, email, you know, smoke signal, whatever. I know you and I, because we worked together so closely, I know your preferences.
Right.
And what I would say publicly is for all of us that the best way to contact your select board member is to ask them how they prefer to be contacted. So, yeah, there's
Yeah.
no set in stone way of doing it.
I feel that, it makes sense to align to a board member.
Yeah. this
I
just
don't
wasn't
think it
noticed
matters
that-
too much, even though we
Just
might have
one
had
person.
relationships
Yeah,
with one or two other, committees. It makes sense to do this long-term because it does make the communication flow a lot easier and you get more familiar with one of us. So I like this a lot.
I do
Me
too. Yeah,
Me
let's
too.
go with it.
Okay,
So
so,
had a motion in a second.
yeah, and so I have been communicating with Aimee. I sent her an email out there. I have the theory on it. I would do the same. I'll be you on it as well. She's anxious and she were here.
Yeah.
When,
Yes. Okay.
Is there a better way to do it?
No, I was just thinking through the like open meeting law and whether or not it, because if it was three of us, it would be a quorum of the board. So you could, I mean, I'm here now and I have heard your
I sent it to
conversation.
the whole select board. That's what's good.
No, no,
It's-
that's the.
That's worse.
Maybe that might be worse. Jerry and Aimee is fine, because
Okay.
Aimee is the one who brought it up, and then
Okay.
Jerry should know because
Right.
he's the chair and I'm here now, so as your liaison, so I,
Our liaison.
so.
Okay, I will send it to Jerry and Aimee.
so when do we want to start this?
Well, I think there's
As
a
of-
motion on the table, but I think we probably need to pass the motion and then,
And then.
would you want me to amend it with a starting date of today?
I would just amend that a little bit, a starting date of today, but with some discussion among them, like if you've got somebody.
In,
who's
in the works.
In the works.
If we're in.
Yes, finish
you
it.
wanna-
Yeah,
Okay,
finish that last one and then but other than that,
Yeah,
it-
but certainly any new ones.
Or do we want to start it on the 22nd? When Julie is approved by or Julie is officially on with us because Scott is going to be on the agenda at this select board meeting.
I mean, that's Monday, so that's.
It would-
special, and That's, so makes sense.
okay,
All right, so
as of the 22nd, okay.
So I guess my motion is that we adopt Sue's chart with the provision that Sue and the newest member work out between them the multiple choice question, and this will go into effect on September 22nd with the provision that anything that we're currently working on will be completed.
Sounds good. I second.
all in favor?
Aye. Okay.
Oh, you're taking notes. Yeah.
I'm taking notes today,
Good.
again,
Yeah.
even though we were gonna rotate. I have no problem doing that today.
It's unanimous, 0 opposed.
Okay. And then, yeah, so Julie and I will get together and see, we may, because I see capital projects I had undertaken at that point, so but
You know, it may not be an
Yeah.
issue at all, but
we'll just take that.
I think it's,
Okay. All right.
Great, great work.
terrific.
Well, thank you.
Amazing.
Thank
I
you.
super appreciate it.
We super appreciate
Good,
And
good,
just so you
good.
know, I talked to Kayla about, on Doodle, which she has agreed to do, and I think that is one of the things as we talk to each select board, you know, if that's your person's preference, do it, but I'm not sure everybody's gonna want to do.
But yeah, but you know, the candidate wouldn't have doodle.
Yeah.
And not necessarily the chair. I mean, it would just send out an email, right?
Right.
I mean, what does it do?
I think we're gonna offer the training.
Okay,
If you wanna learn. Yeah, because some people do use Doodle, some don't, but it's,
Probably good to check with your select board member to see if they are.
mine's Amy, so you know what she uses.
well.
Well, then.
I don't hate that option either for myself. Of like multiple choice and then people. Because the like emails back and forth and then sometimes
okay.
people have part of the email conversation before I get to the email and then. Yeah, finding times for people to meet is really
Okay,
the hardest thing ever.
Yeah, it's relatively easy to use, but yeah, but that is an important point, is that, yes, we have a chairperson, we have a candidate, sometimes we have a town employee that are also part of the scheduling, so.
and the room.
And the room, yes. Yeah, the room.
And the
actually
room
becomes
can't be
the-
doodled. The room has to be done through the res system through the town.
But if it's is there a way to check the availability ahead of time? You have to because,
What I generally do is I reserve the room
And then-
first.
oh, okay,
And then get the meetings squared away, and that way, if they, and if I have to.
Yeah,
I
get it.
sometimes prefer, reserve.
and we can use the library instead of here
Yeah.
as well. We can
Mhm.
continue to do that, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Just to make sure,
Which I prefer.
because
They also have registration system for their
Mhm.
rooms.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I need to go to
Great.
work now.
Have fun.
And Paul wants to see me, so. Thank you
right.
for having me.
Thanks
good
for
to see
coming.
you.
thanks.
Good to see you, Susan.
Thanks, Suzanne.
Thank you.
All right.
You're the best.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe at the end of the meeting. Just go, not everybody needs to stay, but just going through the.
Oh, okay.
Okay, next on the agenda is, minutes of the prior meeting. And again, thank you now.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as distributed with huge thanks to Merrill for these great minutes.
And thank you for all the input.
Now, second that. Oh, Susan, you can do it, Sue.
I second it.
Okay.
Favor?
Aye.
The minutes are, they were respectfully submitted and they are respectfully accepted. Okay, so the next is the current vacancies. It's a bit like whack-a-mole. I was starting to try and I was looking for the next, having a statistic of, since the last meeting, positions filled, new positions. And the number always winds up kind of the same. You fill a bunch of positions and you get more. So these are the current vacancies here. I've moved tea time just down to the bottom because they are vacancies, but they're not active vacancies. And I went through and I now only included that note is, this excludes ex officio seats, appointed committees and inactive committees. So the vacancies here should all be real vacancies that fall to us to fill. So at Windmill Weekend, there were a couple of candidates that surfaced and I guess some.
Yeah.
There was somebody who expressed interest in the Board of Health. I tried to reach out to her because her writing was not, she's a doctor, not surprisingly, her writing was not great.
Yeah,
So the email bounced back. I tried the phone number, which turned out to be the right phone number. I left a message and I haven't heard back from her, so I will try and go one more time. And see.
Since I still have the Board of Health, do you want me to try her as well? Or
Sure.
You wanna?
Yeah,
We can, okay.
so you have the sheet.
Uh,
Yeah.
yes, because I photographed it for you, so.
Did she fill out an application or no?
no,
She just.
No, and her handwriting, actually, I have it right here, so I took a picture and sent it to you.
Go around the room and see what we all think the phone number is, see what
Yeah.
happens. The phone number
Recognize her.
actually was kind of legible. I thought the email was legible as well, but really it wasn't because it bounced back.
Did you try to Google and see if you could find it that way?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Pat Diamond and Britt Smith were the two people that, one was cultural and historical, and Pat Diamond was the Board of Health. I don't, we'll figure it out.
okay. Yeah,
Um,
so Britt Smith reached out, she sent back a lovely email.
The good news is that at the last select board meeting, the two Steves, one for the Board of Health. And the other Steve for the Strategic Planning Steering Committee, both were accepted. So the Board of Health, which earlier this year, in January, February, had a number of seats, now only has one alternate seat left. And the Strategic Planning Steering Committee is full.
I have a question on the cultural council. Do you have Britt Smith, did you say? As a possibility?
Yes,
And do you have a Diana Levine by any chance?
don't think she has applied. I remember her stopping by. She's 11.
Yeah, well, she had an application. And I think Ellen was gonna try to follow up with her.
Yeah, that's right. She's
So there
very
could be
excited.
two for that.
Yeah, there's at the select board meeting on Monday, the planning position will hopefully be filled and one of the zoning board of appeals. Does anybody else have anything on the agenda?
I do. I have Human Services Committee. I'm trying to put it together.
So is that on for the 22nd or that's?
No, it would go into October.
October? But you've got somebody.
I have, it's just a matter of getting one person to communicate.
Do you need Britt Smith's information?
No,
Oh, I got
for what reason?
It was, okay, it was Ellen.
Yeah, so on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And Merrill.
Confused.
yeah.
Yeah, I've reached out to Lois, who expressed interest, and she also put in an application. And I reached out to the chair of the Historical Commission and haven't heard back yet, but I assume we'll hear something. I wanted to reach out to the chair first before we do anything.
That's, the other thing is there are a couple of these, mostly the task force on zoning regulation, where the positions have been open for a long time.
Mm.
And I know Ellen last time said that there was, it wasn't that she wasn't just not paying attention to it. There was some issues about many. I would just ask if you've got any of these positions that have been open for over a year or whatever, to get in touch with the chair and just see, is this something they don't want to, what's going on here? Because,
Mhm.
I know it's human nature. Don't get a lot of response from the chair. We don't spend a lot of limited effort on it. So, but the list is,
It's good.
Very nice,
Yeah,
very nice.
got a couple of committees.
Lots of things. Yeah,
Yeah, we
just the
had
task
some-
force is a tough one, huh?
The which one?
The
Task force and zoning.
I think if it has zoning in the name, it's because zoning board of appeals has been really, I mean,
Task, yeah, zoning, that's right.
This is regulatory. One of the zoning ones is regulatory.
zoning board of appeals.
Okay, yeah.
So, and we had somebody for recycling. And she dropped out.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
She got scared.
well, she's also, just go on, council ready,
Oh, she applied for both.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so she,
Well, it's only all alternates at this point, right?
yeah, yeah.
Because I'm picking up that, I guess.
Yeah, she interviewed, she decided to, well, she didn't interview very good. She didn't show up for any of the paper things, so something was wrong, and I reached out to her, I said, oh, I just. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I'd want her on my committee.
yes, okay. Okay, and then we've got the one position. Search, as.
And I'm actively recruiting for that one position on search. I think having seven months would be. How do you guys feel about that?
Say that again, I wasn't paying attention.
How do you feel about a seventh person on search? Because we can decide together. We could.
Well, I thought we discussed this a while back and we thought six was fine, but
Yeah,
that's my opinion. I
I'm
think
not gonna waste my time.
I think 6 is fine until 1,
until one
resigns.
leaves.
and then 5 feels small,
Mhm.
so.
And I'm looking at the configuration that you did. And because it's 6 and we got 24 committees, it works out kind of nicely. You know, and thank you for tea time.
Well, you have 5, that's why you have 5.
So what is going on with tea time, may I ask?
The last,
overall.
so when I had tea time,
Yeah,
I reached out to whoever is the chair. I don't remember, and heard back from him or her that said, we're in hiatus, we're not doing anything.
They're on hiatus.
Okay.
And the town manager and the finance director. Are, you know, I noticed from the finance committee that. There's not much to do because there's nothing to do until a decision is reached about what to do. If that makes sense, there's still a lot of conversation about what to do with the property.
oh, okay.
And so. And there are a lot of voices that have a lot of opinions. And so,
And a lot of people ask
yeah.
wherever you go.
Mhm. And so it's on hiatus until they can figure out what the goal is gonna be.
Thank you.
Certainly done a little work. Not on the physical. Pretty good. Okay, I realize I skipped number 3. So something. The Windmill Weekend debrief. So, what worked well, suggested changes for next.
Candy.
Candy.
No, actually, no, I was thinking about it. A lot of people walked over because they were walking, just sauntering by and they'd say, oh, Tootsie, oh. And they came up and then the
Yeah.
conversation started.
Great.
And so that was, no one was interested in those.
Okay, so was this
Is that the end of it?
no, there's a whole box of them.
Oh, God.
So, you know, people, when you offer them, people want them.
It doesn't pull them over, but.
It doesn't pull them over.
The candy
Yeah,
does.
the candy definitely worked.
So I have a question, for you, Dee.
Hmm,
I remember last year, we had the swarm of kids that were around the candy and you had to keep.
yeah, this year they weren't there. Somebody had more, law and order over there at the Boy Scout.
I think they're at the beer garden,
Oh, there they were. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
loitering outside.
Yeah, where they were bothering you guys at the hamburgers.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, pretty good. Kids that I saw that came over, there was usually a parent not too far saying, "Only did one."
Yeah, yeah, so, yeah, last year was a nightmare. We had to hide the candy.
Yeah, this year we had candy left,
Yeah, which we gave to them eventually,
right?
but, which worked out nice. Yeah,
How was it in the afternoon?
quiet. It got quieter and quieter.
And then the wind picked up.
And then Gagana came over and said they're forecasting 30-mile-an-hour winds. One of the tents blew over across from us.
Yeah, that was nice.
Somebody got hurt, there was an ambulance. So she said, you guys are not stable enough. So we said, okay, we'll take it down. And that was it.
Oh, the one thing we do need to get at some point.
It was after two
is
though.
weights, because the tent came with stakes. And you're not supposed to use stakes there because there's an irrigation.
Oh, yeah.
System, so investigate.
Were there not bags that you like filled with sanders?
Bags.
You did that. Okay.
But they were big in here. The booth, like next was, had these weights that kind of snapped onto the pole, and she said you could stack them, so you could have like five. I have no idea how
That was
much
pretty
those,
amazing.
how much those cost or what the deal is, but sometime we'll need to.
Did you like the tent and the new band?
Oh, everything was, yes,
I thought it
perfect.
was really professional.
Very well done.
And I like their location.
Yeah, it was
I
fine.
don't know.
Mhm.
Next to the Firebirds.
Yeah,
And the lady that sold the covers for pillows, she was popular.
yeah.
Yeah, we were in a good position.
And it's great from the perspective of unloading your car, because it's just
Mhm.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want
exactly.
36.
Yeah.
Okay, so any changes for next year? I thought it was my first one at home, actually, but it was pretty good. We did have a fair amount of traffic.
Mhm.
People were willing.
I thought that the weather hampered some of it, because it wasn't sunny or dry, it was kind of yucky and weird.
Humid
Humid, yeah,
and windy.
we
And
got,
windy.
in
Yeah.
the morning before you arrived, Dee, we got a number of people, including Julie, and I also talked to two people who have been watching the select board, bless you,
Thank you.
this.
Thank you.
I never sneezed once. They were watching the select board meeting, they were watching the finance committee meeting. And a couple of others, and they were interested and were sort of giving me sort of the third degree about each of the committees, so. I gave them the website address, the guy gave me his business card, and. He evidently, I have to debrief, I was off Cape for this family funeral and everything, so. He evidently has spoken with Rich and with Paul Lag. So I need to get with them to see what the impression was.
Did anybody get any comments about, they found it was difficult to get to the application? You and I talked about that on the website, and that it's awkward and.
Yeah, I
If this,
didn't hear comments. I was telling people, when you go, it's hard. I talked about having Caleb here to do doodle, but I also want us to brainstorm with her when she's here about, can we make that easier? Can we move something to the front page? She also appreciates that it's awkward
oh, good,
to
okay,
get there. So I think if we have her here and we
right,
brainstorm with her, we can figure out an easier
perfect,
thing.
I'm
perfect.
just testing it right now. Oh, it goes right to the application form.
If you use how do I go?
The QR
Oh, the
code.
QR.
I just
yeah.
used the QR code.
Good,
Oh,
Yeah,
So
that's
that's clear
That's
on
great.
this.
that worked,
Yeah.
And it took me right to
nice,
the
Right.
application.
Nice.
And if you say, how do I volunteer, it also takes you right here. But if you go through the committee and it says apply, first of all, you gotta go there, then you get to on board, then you gotta scroll down, then you click the box, and it's
okay,
and by that time.
you lost interest.
Yeah. Well, your internet connection.
The
I don't need this.
thing is, you say as few clicks as possible, which is
Mm.
why when we were designing the website for my church, we had a side piece that followed you no matter where you were on the website. The place about giving and information and services and stuff like that, so. I think Kayla's really good, and I'm not gonna even hint at making suggestions. I think she knows what works better than.
Where's this position online?
I
I'm
don't
not sure
know.
it is online, so that's another.
I think what we could do is ask Kayla to put it on the search committee. Page. Near the charge to the committee, that's allowable. And I think what we could do is maybe put it up on the Eastham Facebook page every other week or so, as you pointed with the QR code, so that people can get right to the application.
That'd be great. Yeah, that would work nicely.
This is beautiful. It really is.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
It's gorgeous,
Mm-hmm.
really professional.
The other thing I'd like to ask her is little things, but like the interview form. It would be nice if you could fill it, I mean, I know it has to be signed, but if you could please fill out the stuff online and then print it out instead of.
Everything's handwritten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because when I think even when you started on the search committee, remember, everything was paper, nothing was electronic. I walked into my first meeting and I got a stack this big of interview forms and applications from 4 years prior.
Oh, yeah, well, things were not, organized back then. We've come a long way, baby.
I was like, yeah, if anybody needs these, they're in the box, you can carry them with you.
And God,
Yep, I got mine.
so I'm going to see if she can join us in October.
Okay, good.
Kayla, okay.
Yeah, so
Good.
think about
Mm-hmm.
things that, yeah, she's been thinking about it. She was showing me
Wonderful.
the Brewster website, but they do it's easier.
Can we take more of these?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I've got a couple of people
You have a whole pack.
no, I don't need.
They're nice.
We're gonna
You can leave them down at
beach down.
beach.
Put it on the bar, you know.
Oh, God.
A beach that we hang out, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They weren't, oh, when I drove by yesterday, I noticed, no, I guess they don't have happy hour anymore. So I don't know if they're closed.
Who's
No, Caroline's?
Yeah,
No, Thursday through Monday. And I think she opens at 3 for Buckashot every day. And on the weekend, she might do lunch. You'd have to check the website. They're not closing till Columbus Day weekend.
Yay.
That'll be their last day, Columbus Day.
There's a Bistro 41.
3 o'clock on Labor Day.
Yes. Yeah,
Was it good? I've heard really good things.
about
Bistro
what?
41,
Oh.
Sunday brunch. They have a nice menu and the food is really good. Now, we had the whole birthday party out of town and people there.
Oh, you
Sunday.
did, yeah. And Judy said she went.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Separately.
Don't the owners of Bistro 49 also own?
Casa de Cabo.
Cabo.
Yes, she's wonderful.
Okay,
So new business, are we up to?
yeah, so new business is just.
We can discuss
continuing
draft
with this
dashboard.
dashboard
Okay,
thing, so.
and talking to Kayla.
Yeah, so talk to Kayla and see if she can come to our October meeting. And then new business, the last 4 pages, so there's now a vacancy filled report of just so we can feel good about what we do. So I just did it starting with July 1. Continue doing this. Yeah, so since July 1, we filled 14 vacancies.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Gee,
And
that Guy Tunnicliffe,
What's that?
Guy Tunnicliffe, wasn't he got, isn't he your neighbor?
No,
Thought,
no,
oh, but
no, I don't.
he was the real estate agent that was.
I don't
listed
know
on
him.
My house, on the house on my street.
yeah, did they sell it?
Nope. No, they
Yeah, so,
were
yeah.
asking us a hard amount and didn't get it, so came off the market.
So we have that, so I'll continue with that. I would like to do a report of, this continue since the last meeting. So when I started to do it, I came up with the same number of vacancies or whatever, and it just wasn't making sense, and I just didn't have the patience to go through it line by line. Then just the open seats. I obviously need a new cartridge. But, so of our 19 openings, 10 of them are alternates, so we really, it's really 9 real seats that are open, and half of those are on that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Great.
I think Gail.
Really good
Gail
job.
would have been so impressed with this.
Yeah, she would love this, yeah.
the vacancies, I mean, we are doing pretty good, you look at the graph, other than, we've got this cluster that sits out here that have been open for more than 12 months, and I have.
I think that's tea time, wait,
We have
the
time.
average.
Time is not in this,
Okay.
so it's, yeah, it is that.
Tennis court.
Usually the name of the committee, but. Yes, it has all the opening where there's something going on.
Yeah.
And others, so, if you've got one that's showing up here, just at least see what's going on. So that. And so, that's sort of the dashboard, it will evolve. The handbook is, it's pretty much done, I just need to put it together, and now that we have Julia, but she would be our first case.
You have to read it all and tell us
I'm
about
happy
it
to.
and tell us about it.
Okay,
Is it Julie or Julie?
it's Julie. It's actually Julianne, but everybody calls me Julie.
Okay,
So Julie is fine.
okay.
Do you want
Thank
to
you.
ask
Lee-
people?
Littman.
No,
Littmann, 2 T's, 2 N's.
Okay,
Julie, do you want to tell people your connection?
Who I am, who I really am.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Newton, and then, I married my husband and we lived in Mashpee. My husband worked for Tuit. My husband is a paramedic firefighter. And so we've been together 35 years, married 32, and he is now the deputy fire chief of Eastham.
Oh, nice.
So I decided that I still work remotely. I'm a CFO of a seal coat company. So I do all the inners of the company and then the owner does all the operations. And I work seasonally, so I'm coming to the end of my season. I've always been a part of volunteering and committees and I really love it. So I've been in Eastham now a year and I thought it was time for me to dip my toe in the water.
Nice.
So here I am.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
To your knee.
Pulled you into the deep.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to be here. And
And you
Thank
lived in Las
you.
Vegas for-
I did. My husband and I lived in Las Vegas. He had a career there for 21 years and we raised our kids. Yep. And now
How many kids?
I have 2 children. I have a daughter who's married in Weymouth and she works for UMass Dartmouth. She is the assistant vice chancellor.
Wow.
Yeah, for finance, and her husband is the Senate budget director. So they are a big power couple.
Mhm.
And then I have a son who lives in Amsterdam, who decided to go back to school, so he is getting his degree over there, and then we're hoping he'll come back to the United States. But he's been living in Europe for about 7 years now.
Are you doing fancy business?
To come back.
We do, we do. We were there in March to visit. Yeah.
It's a great city.
Yeah, so I have 2 wonderful, I actually have 3 because my son-in-law is like the son, so I have 3 wonderful children. Yeah, and I'm just excited. My husband and I love Eastham. He loves his job here. He was welcomed with open arms and
It's quite a change, Las Vegas.
I know.
Just out of curiosity, the weather, the climate, which would you prefer? Do you like that dry heat?
You know, it's nice. It's dry there. I think the big draw to come back was family, but also being back to the water. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's really desert. I mean, you could go to California,
I
but
wasn't impressed with Las Vegas at
yeah,
all.
the people either really love it or they really don't. And so,
When the don't.
yeah. I mean, it gave us a great life. The fire department was wonderful to us. We met wonderful people, but we were ready. We knew that when he retired out there that we would come back.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be back.
Good.
Yeah. So that's in my life in a.
Much.
So
Yeah,
the
there you
call
go.
an ambulance mentioned Julie's name.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Welcome, Julie.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So, so we have this, it was a handbook, it had way more stuff in it than I needed, so now we're calling it a resource guide. Really intended for new members, but it's also an opportunity for the rest of us to just look and go, oh, what did we do that?
So is this what you're using instead of the handbook?
No,
No.
that's a public document, the handbook is just for us.
Oh, I'm happy to read the handbook.
And so I
Yeah.
will get it to a place where it's readable.
Okay.
And I will send it to you, and Kate also volunteered to take.
Yeah,
Happy to
absolutely.
send it to anybody else if you want. I'll send it to everybody.
Yeah, it was pretty big, and it's sort of morphed into something that's a little bit smaller and more manageable.
Nice.
It had information that probably.
You wouldn't have read.
Yeah. But this, it has a nice flow of when you're filling a position, what the process is.
It's a
How do you
flowchart.
reserve a room, yeah, just little, things that you need to know.
Right.
When people are appointed to committees, regardless if it's a moderator appointment, select board, finance committee, whatever, people do have to be sworn in regardless. And they have to take the
Ethics.
Ethics.
But it's
Ethic.
not, I keep wanting to say non-compete, the
Compliant.
No, a conflict.
Oh.
conflict of interest.
I just got a thing, I had to re-up my, whatever it was.
Oh, I did
Every
that
other
a
year.
few months ago.
Can't wait.
It's fun too, because it's multiple choice. It's gonna say yes, and you cannot fail. So
Yeah,
I had some fun choosing the wrong things on purpose.
Yeah.
And they've gotten very good with the technology. You can't just turn it on and go do something. and then
Right.
come back. They make you click on something.
Yeah, but it used to be so dry and just so old fashioned, and now it's got some people that you can relate to.
I think you're in it, aren't you, Kate?
No.
Somewhere. An example of Kate did this.
Not.
Just kidding.
Speak of the devil.
Speaking of.
Hi.
They just asked me who I was.
I'm not on Zoom, am I?
Yeah.
You are.
Yes, you are.
You're getting broadcast live on
Yeah,
channel.
you're gonna comb your hair.
Public TV.
Good, good.
We're very happy to.
Well, I'm happy that you're happy,
You're happy.
because she's happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Happy family.
Yeah.
I was all ready to pounce, and then I've got a co-recruiter headhunter with me now, so we double pounced.
Well, that's great. Well, good. I just want to stop in. Well,
Nice to see you.
yeah,
Thank you for stopping in.
yeah. Good luck.
Had a lot of.
And after you
Good luck to
revive,
you.
after you revive somebody with CPR, ask them if they want to join.
Okay, I'll make sure that's my first question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you know they're listening.
Yeah.
By the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you owe me.
Yeah.
I offered him a flashlight at Windmill Weekend.
Yeah.
They just go into. a
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, probably
The
not.
marquee shades.
Yeah. All right, well,
Great.
Yeah, great.
good luck.
Yeah, we're just finishing up.
Okay.
Yep.
See you at home.
Mhm.
Good luck.
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Recommendation?
I motion to
Second.
adjourn.
Okay. Just want a couple people to hang around just to refine that list, so Julie.
Absolutely.
Can you deeper?
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye.